Good morning. I wanted us to discuss again with Kevin and Roz and Emily Fulcher, who I have visiting with me today, a little bit about what can we do for the military. You know, we hear a lot about talk about the military, oh, do this for the military, but do you and do I really do the things that would help them? We have September 11th coming up, and that always looms ahead of us, and people seem to, you know, they'll get real patriotic and think about it. But Kevin, you were deployed. Tell me, I don't even remember how many times you went overseas and were gone, and for what lengths?
I've been deployed twice, once to Kuwait, once to Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
I've been what we call in the Air Force TDY, which is temporary duty, many different times where I've been gone for extended periods, but it wasn't really considered a deployment. But I was away from the family.
So really, you know, when I guess that's quite kind of not a fair question the way I ask it. It's not to be deployed. It can be when you're gone 10 days. You can be gone 3 months, I guess. So it's a constant. You're constantly, for some periods of time, away from your family.
Yes.
And that would make it. What do you think, though? Seriously, what are some things that I can do for a person in the military, in general?
Well, I guess it depends on if it's someone local, if you're
Mm-hmm.
just looking for, in general, how can I help?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a local family, just sometimes offering to cut their grass or
True.
just touching base to find out, is there something around the home that needs fixed that I could help, or can I watch the kids for 2 hours so maybe the spouse can go
To the grocery store.
right, or just go see a movie or something, just to get away, recharge the batteries, come back and with maybe a fresh perspective on the challenges ahead, because it's always a challenge. Our situation, we've been married for 22 years now, but when I'm gone, she's a single parent.
That's right.
And there are a lot of single parents out there that do it very well, but we're not used to that.
Right.
We're used to both
Right.
being there all the time to change off on different responsibilities and help each other out. And also they're just for support. So sometimes just a phone call to say, hey, how you doing? Anything I can help you with? And a lot of families will say no, but just the fact that you called and you're thinking of them helps a lot.
You know, I think so often people think, oh, money, you know, they're just wanting money. But that's so often not true. What you need is companionship or someone that reaches out to you. And this is not something any of us, we can do, we can all do. It's something we can do and help those people. I think about so often the people from this area that are gone or whatever, and I don't reach out to those families like I should, and it would not take much effort. It would just be, and I know as a single, living single, if somebody said to me, you know, could I mow your grass? I'd probably lick their feet, you know, or something. But with children, oh, that it's huge, because as a single parent, it's huge, and people forget so often. But you know, you made a really good point, because you're really not a single parent, but you have to function as one, and then you're not one. So that's got to be hard when you have to roll. Your role changes so much.
It takes a few days just to adjust, and it's easier. I think it's easier as the kids get older. When they were smaller, then definitely that's when it's most challenging.
Uh-huh.
You know, and like Kevin suggested, you know, somebody just volunteers to help with the kids, so you can go shopping by yourself for a few minutes, or just, you know, just some time to yourself. That's big. And like you said, it's not money. It's just time. Even just that phone call. You may be a personality like me that I'm kind of to myself,
Mm-hmm.
but that phone call, it just makes all the difference in the world. So, yeah.
What do you think as a teenager or as a child that people should do for you?
I'm not really, there's nothing that you can really do, I guess. It's kind of just like, don't think that we're just, when we get upset or something, when like a parent's gone,
Mm-hmm.
don't think we're just being, I don't know,
Maybe looking for
dramatic.
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think that people would say, oh, you know, she just ignore it. She's wanting attention, and they don't realize how difficult
Yeah,
it is.
because like sometimes we're just really wanting someone to talk to, because it can get really
Mhm.
difficult with having a parent gone for so long.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, people just automatically think we're just having dramatic
Mm-hmm.
time.
Drama.
Yeah. And they
It's
just,
not always about drama. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
about the heart.
exactly. Like we just kind of want to have someone there sometimes, even if they just ask, "Hey, are you doing all right?" You know, that's always nice to have someone show that they actually care.
You know, I think this might be probably one of the more interesting videos I've done, and it's not just because it talks about the military, but it talks again about how we need to be reaching out to the people that are around us. You know, we talk about it when someone has a death in their family, someone has aging parents, how you can help. But you know, it's really the truth. We get so involved in our own world and so stuck in it that we don't look across, and I feel the guiltiest because I could jump across the fence. Well, that's not it. I couldn't jump across the fence. I go walk around the fence, and I need to be seeing a person who has an illness that, I just don't have time. I just don't have time. But you really do have time, and this is something we all need to strive for and realize what is important. And this is such a minor thing that it sounds like we can give back, but makes such a major difference in this person's life. I'm glad that we had this conversation and that it went well, and I know it was short, and I can't think of anything else we might want to. Y'all got anything else you want to just put in that you can think of, Kevin?
Just one last thing. Talk about the phone calls. My last time when I was deployed, Kevin passed away.
Right.
And we had a close friend who would call Roz and check on her and see how she was doing while I was gone. Well, when that happened, when Kevin passed, Roz could not get a hold of me because our communications were down. So she immediately knew who to call because of those phone calls, because of that person. And which that support was tremendous, because it took me 5 days to get back with very little communication with the family, but I knew that the family was taken care of because of these people that were in our lives. So it may just seem like a phone call or just a knock on the door, how you doing, but that could open the door to other things when that family really needs some support.
True, and I think because of living in a small town, I forget that somebody doesn't have a neighbor that checks on them, or they don't have a person who reaches out to them, or at school, they're not necessarily shunned, but not included. And there are just so many small things we can do. That's great. That's great. It's great to have them here in Magee, Mississippi, and I know they know how wonderful Mississippi is, and especially Magee. And I hope they'll make this their home down on the coast, but if not, they'll keep coming to see us in Mississippi. I hope you'll have a good day. And again, if you have any questions that they might could help you with, I will get those emails to them. You can just send it to Sue at MageeNews.com, and I will be sure it gets forwarded. And have a great day.